Hello there, my name is Louis Daigle and welcome back to my vlog. Today I want to talk about limiting beliefs. Now, what do limiting beliefs have to do with public speaking? Well, if public speaking has been or still is a great challenge for you, a task that you can never accomplish with great success, never mind with ease, it's probably linked to limiting beliefs. Let me start by saying that we all live for what we believe we are and by what we believe we are. In other words, limiting beliefs that you have accepted in the past will subconsciously govern how you behave today. These beliefs can come from past painful experiences that you decided to interpret in a way that was wrong and harmful to you. They can also come, and very often do, from people that had power or influence over you. They drew a portrait of reality for you that was inaccurate, to say the least, or misleading, and pushing you to build beliefs that would never empower you, but rather limit you for as long as you hold on to them. I remember when I was a kid hearing my dad say over and over again, "Don't trust anyone. The only two people you can trust are your two parents." Wow, can you imagine starting your life not being able to trust anyone outside your two loving parents? Because they were loving. He never meant to hurt me saying this, but the result has spoken for itself. A lot of your beliefs come from a very young age and have taken place in your mind for years, and to the point that you don't even feel their presence anymore. But they are there and powerful. They are governing your life the wrong way. And when you were young, you were so easily influenced, and thus an ideal soil for new beliefs to grow. And that's why a great number of your beliefs come from a long time ago. Now, the good news is that once you're aware of your limiting beliefs, you can kick them out of your mind and replace them with empowering ones. Let's say you had bad experiences, bad marks in a math course in high school. And worse, when handing your corrected final exam, the stupid teacher told you jokingly, "You would never become a mathematician." Now, you walk back home sad and discouraged and start believing that you just don't have the math fiber and that you'll never be good at numbers. Later in life, you avoid math by choosing subjects, programs, concentrations that don't require any math or have any math in the curriculum. So you're growing up in life believing that you can succeed at many things, but not math. You just don't have it. Now that limiting belief can have many effects as to influence the career choices that you make in the future. It could hinder your capacity to manage your money, to invest correctly, and understand what's happening. It could even keep you away from playing any board or social game where numbers are involved, just because subconsciously you want to avoid any embarrassment with numbers. You could become a poor negotiator, way below your capacity, just because you believe you'll fail at the number part. You see, limiting beliefs can deter you from even trying a great number of things. And worse, even if you try, your subconscious expectation to fail will draw most of the fighting energy and creativity out of you. And as a result, you will indeed probably fail. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Limiting beliefs deter you from tapping into your talents and imagination and hinder thus your results. And all this becomes a vicious cycle. The more power you leave to your limiting beliefs, the worse your results become. And that reinforces the limiting beliefs that caused the failure in the first place. Tony Robbins uses a simple but enlightening little diagram to illustrate the cycle. Potential actions, results, and beliefs. Without the right beliefs, the empowering ones, the gates of our potential are closed or almost closed. Then little or weak actions take place and poor results happen, of course. But with the empowering beliefs, the empowering certainty, the gates of our potential are totally open and engender massive actions to produce great results. And those results, in turn, strengthen our beliefs and certainty. And that's the positive cycle you always want to be on. So you should now realize how important it is that you check if and what limiting belief could be seriously hindering you in your public speaking. If public speaking is a great challenge for you, and or you've had poor results, had it in the past, then it's a good time to look closely into your beliefs once and for all. As we've seen before, a good portion of your limiting beliefs come from your childhood and teenage years. I was impressed when I looked into it myself, into my own limiting beliefs, how many came from early in my life. Deep in my mind, they were solidly installed, so much so I was rarely aware of them. You might be asking yourself, yeah, I see this now, but how do I get rid of them? The process to change them starts with identifying them, then pulling out a bunch of facts and contradictions to the belief that demonstrate how untrue it can be, and finally throw it out to the garbage. Lastly, you're going to choose an empowering belief to take its place and repeat it with conviction and emotion many times. And believe me, doing this using your emotions is very powerful. That will help imprint it solidly in your mind. So number one, think of something you feel strongly about when you fear or dislike public speaking. What thought or thoughts come to your mind often in those situations? Take your time and write down what comes to your mind. For example, for many people, it's the fear of not knowing everything about your subject and thus coming out as incompetent. That's typical of the imposter syndrome. You see, there's an implicit belief in this, and that is, you are allowed or justified to speak up front only if you know everything about your subject. And when you really think of this objectively, If that was true, the stages of this world would all be empty. This is an absurd requirement, as nobody knows everything about any subject. I remember my judo teacher telling me, Mr. Daigle, when you reach the black belt, that's when you realize that you know close to nothing. What a humbling statement. So if you always wished you knew more on your subject before speaking, welcome to the club. And don't let that refrain you from speaking, please. And you have to realize that what people want is a different angle. Your angle, your way of seeing things. You have to realize that it's your colors that the world needs, not your perfection. Remember a great concert pianist saying that not being perfect was all fine. It made him more human, more accessible, and closer to his audience. Those musicians inspire, no worry, and invite to relax and enjoy the music. Do you see now how these facts and arguments destroy the initial limiting belief? And number two, the next step is to write an empowering belief to take its place for good. That's very important, as nature hates void. And if you don't implant an empowering belief, it will instinctively recall the old disempowering one. You could formulate something positive and solid like, I will enjoy talking to these people and I will bring them my true colors. I always enjoy when a speaker surprises me just by being different. The stage will belong to me when I'm passionate about my subject. They want me to succeed. They want to have a good time. You see, and number three, doing some visualization with this new belief with emotion and intensity, visualizing your success will complete imprinting your new powerful belief in your mind. If you can identify another belief and do the same process a second time, I can assure you that your whole feeling about public speaking will be transformed for the best. So if you have any questions about this subject, please write them down below. And please click the like if you enjoyed this vlog, and subscribe if you don't want to miss anything of what's coming. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.